record acknowledge the outstanding folks here. At Virgin Galactic, we have a saying that safety is our North Star. And not surprisingly, we have a North Star Safety Award. And I wanted to present this to Stu especially. Sorry he's not here today to get it, but we'll pass it on. Stu, Kevin, Karina, Mike, all the folks here are just amazing. We couldn't do what we need to do without your excellent support. So it's a real challenge, and we couldn't be here without you. So well done. Thank you.
And this initial assessment, it's an engineering and design assessment. So we're requesting approval of $44,406 for this assessment, which we do expect to be fully reimbursed when we receive this next grant. So we expect that to happen next calendar year.
Okay, we have discussed that at the previous board meeting. And so the recommended action regarding this is to find that the engineering and design work for Taxiway B is necessary to complete the extension, and to resolve that the CEO is authorized to hire InterSource Engineering for engineering and design services not to exceed $44,406.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Director Walker.
I think we all know that, and I think the board agrees too, that Plane Crazy has great value to the airport. It has value to the pilot groups that fly in and the pilot groups that are here. I think it has great value to the community out there. I typically promote it to my relatives and friends as something to do in Mojave. However, over the last 5 months, I think we've gotten skewed as to, does the airport support this event or don't they support it? And what I'd like to recommend is, if Chair would, is to appoint an ad hoc committee. I think you have some ideas on this regarding a couple of board members, airport staff, and members of the museum to work through some of these, and I think I call them just concerned areas. I know as a pilot on occasions have had situations that made me nervous. Nobody wants an incident like that, and I think they just need to be addressed and expectations need to be set. We're going to figure this out. We're here to support the community in this event because I think it's worthwhile. But some things need to be addressed, and both parties, all parties, need to come together with an agreement on how we're going to handle this event. I would also recommend, and I think it would just be part of it, that as we move forward, that they have a monthly meeting between the museum and staff that addresses maybe, sometimes you have a feel for the size of the event. Sometimes it's pretty small, and sometimes it changes due to weather, and sometimes a big event like the one last month. But I think working together, I think all this hurt feelings and don't we support it, then we'll go away, and it can be a good thing. My concern, and I think the concern of everybody, the museum members, the public, is safety. There's a few little details here and there, but I just want to see it move forward. I want this event to stay here and continue.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. And
And be successful and safe.
yeah, I believe we're all in agreement that Plane Crazy has been a successful event and is a great benefit to the community and the airport district. And I would like to establish an ad hoc committee to work with the Mojave Transportation Museum people and staff, and I'm appointing Director Peterson, Director Ballentine, Kevin on the airport staff, Harold, since they both are working the flight line and can be a huge help in the planning, and Bill Deaver, Mojave Transportation Museum, and Heather Bennis, and she's also on the Mojave Transportation Museum. And I totally appreciate their involvement and willingness to work through any further improvements in the event.
NASA Academy in Palmdale, and 2 classrooms from Greg Anderson's school, which I'm real excited because if you remember back in X Prize days, I don't know how many buses he funded for kids to come out here. So to watch the second, I believe it was the second flight of X Prize. So it's just kind of nice to see all this come back around. Also, too, this year we have something new thanks to our wonderful sponsors, Rio Tinto, the Spaceship Company, Terragen, Mojave Airport always and Ben's. But anyhow, we are providing all of our first place students with medallions, engraved medallions. So all the 4th graders, first place, will get one of these, 5th and 6th. Normally it's just a certificate that the teacher gets. And but this year we've got something for the kids. And then I want to still work with John if it's not too late. So we have had a difficult time connecting too to see about getting, we have funding that will pay for our first place winners. Also, we'd like to send our kids to have a field trip at NASA.
They've already accepted that.
Good. Okay, so we'll talk, yes. So anyhow, it's real exciting. And one more announcement, Taxiway will be having theirs on May 22nd. I don't have a date yet, but we have another Edwards Air Force Base is holding their first intermediate space challenge this year. So we are taking this, across the valley, and again, just promoting math, engineering, and science, to the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. So we're just real excited. Just continues to grow. So come on out and have some good food and watch kids get excited. Okay, yes, thank you.
Out on 140th and Avenue B, looking east. The Antelope Valley East Kern Water Supply Stabilization Project number 2, WSSP2 water bank. No water is running today. It's a dry year in California. Down south. Up north, the reservoirs are full. Down south, there's a crying need for water. AVEK banked approximately 50,000 acre-feet of water in this bank and is now putting in extraction wells around the property to get the water back out so it can be used by AVEK's customers. One of the storage tanks being built out here at the AVEK water bank. This is Avenue B and east of 140th Street.